This is my 84 Dodge Power Ram Prospector W150. I'm in the process of installing the rough country 4-inch lift onto this. I originally bought the lift for a Ram Charger I had back in around 2011. Never did it, sold the Ram Charger. Decided to try it on this and it fits. What's giving me the biggest problem right now, well, what was giving me the biggest problem is this guy. And these conical washers. Of course, I'm more mean the ones I removed, not the ones I installed. I've seen a lot of, well, not a lot, I've seen a few videos of guys talking about these washers and how they got them out, but I've never seen anybody actually film the process, and unfortunately, I am no different. I don't have a big YouTube channel or anything like that, so I didn't even think about it. I was just pissed the whole time, and all I could think about was getting them out. So I figured I'd make a little video and try to explain in a little bit more detail how I got them out. But this, I took a castellated nut, turned it upside down, screwed it on, bolted it on, nutted it on, yeah, nutted. And then I took another nut on top of that. Now, I didn't weld every single little section, but obviously I didn't necessarily need to because they're off. I originally welded one nut to the top of what would have been this old center post. Welded up through here. Actually, it was a nice weld. I'm no welder, but it turned out pretty well. And it just snapped the bolt off at the top. So it kind of turned into a bigger project of having to remove the knuckle, the drive shaft in there, spindle, you know, everything, wheels, brakes, of course. So I'm rebuilding this whole side, slowly but surely. This is the other one. I had another castellated nut. I got the third one out just by the two nut jam nut method without having to weld. This one came out okay. These two, not so much. Sorry, I can't really spread my fingers there because I'm handy capable. So this castellated nut on the bottom again, weld in between the castellations, ground down the sides where I had to weld these so the socket would fit on both of them, backed it out. Now, the problem I had, I got these, well, another problem I had, I got these, I believe they're TTX ball joints, which seem really good quality. I saw them recommended on another guy's video. Got them from Rock Auto, about $40, $42 for the top one, maybe $36 or something for the bottom. I like them a lot. The bottom one went in really easily. And this one, see, I made the mistake of putting the riser block in the arm and these and tighten the shit out of them, thinking that when I got these ball joints, I could just press it in. Well, that wasn't the case. So you can maybe see how tight the clearance is in there. And that is because I took a grinding wheel to the whole inside of that block. Take that up here. So this entire inside radius, I had to take maybe 1/8 of an inch off. And well, if that compromises the integrity, so be it. It's the only way I could get on. I left room so I could put a sleeve on top of this for when I need to change these out again, so I could pop it out. Because I think I had the foresight to think of that when I was grinding this, because I realized, well, if I ever need to get it back out again, I'll have to take these off again, which was another pain in the ass. I had to use the jam nut method, impact wrenches, everything. Well, only one impact wrench, but you know what I mean. These guys are a huge pain in the ass. You can see all the marks from where I use an air chisel and everything. And this actually isn't a gap. This is, I mean, it is a gap, but it still mates inside. You can see that there's just a gap there from when I was going around the whole thing with an air chisel, and it created a nice crevice, or crevasse, if you will. So yeah, This truck is my first vehicle. I have purchased it twice. I've had it for roughly 26 years, minus maybe a year or two. I don't remember. I sold it right out of high school and bought it back after I was in Iraq and got back from tour there. Marine Corps gave me a little bit of money, so I found this truck. My buddy found it again, and I went and paid way too much for it. It's not the prettiest job here. I still need to replace these ball joints, replace this tie rod in. Tried to paint it up a little bit, but it got so banged around again that it's all showing that rust underneath there again. But still, it looks all right. It's not the prettiest thing, like I said, but hell, this ain't the prettiest truck. I love it. Driving it since I was 17. I'm 42 now. So this rough country 4-inch lift is just about done. Still got to rebuild the spindle, clean it up. Somebody had put rubber cement in a gasket on this thing. I need to get out those needle bearings. I think my shaft looks okay. That's what she said. Anyway, big pain. Again, moving from that is, you can't see because the lighting's pretty terrible. This guy, because you got to put a nut on the back of it, but the fuel tank's in the way. So I've got a nut sitting back there. I'm gonna finagle it as soon as I can get this lift down a little lower and reach back there and put it on, hold it there while I impact the crap out of this one. Hopefully I snag some threads. If anybody has any better ideas other than dropping the tank. You can see all the, it was sitting out next to my shop for 6 years, till last July. My buddy Tim came out from Kentucky, helped me start working on this thing. So still got to get fasteners for all the shocks. I lost some stuff that's all over the ground. You can see there's crap everywhere, but yeah, it's a Dana 44, by the way. Another thing I've done is, well, I'll talk about that some other time, about the transfer case. I replaced that thing. So now, once I get this thing all put back together, it's going to be full-time 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. I'm not sure what you'd call it in this case. I guess I have to look back at the Dodges. They put those transfer cases in. I think it was up to like 78 MP203 that they put in that were all-time, full-time. But it needs some love too. And back in the day, about 2011, I left it in low. Maybe it's probably in lock because I don't have the right shift knob, but it just kind of snapped my yoke there. Sorry, there's some fridges. It looks like that now. It has looked like that for 12 some years. So a lot of work, a lot of kind of fun. It's rewarding, but yeah, so those conical washers, man, might as well figure on welding the shit out of some nuts to it. Hopefully you can get it done on the vehicle instead of having to pull it off like I did, because I just wasn't getting anywhere with it on there. I had to get some leverage and some room. So yeah, thanks for watching if you have watched, and have a good day.